As parents, we often accidentally make vegetables sound like a chore. We say things like, if you finish your broccoli, you can have a dessert. What does that tell a child's brain? It tells them broccoli is a punishment and sugar is the reward. If you grew up in a Nigerian household like I did, you already know how the dinner time usually goes. The rule was simple. You eat what is put in front of you, no question asked, and you definitely don't leave the table until your plate is clean. But when I had my own children, I realized very quickly that that approach wasn't working when it came to green vegetables. So right from the very beginning, I started applying a different strategy. Welcome to Little Action. I'm Dr. D. This is your safe space for honest conversation about child health, mental well-being, and specific support for Black and ethnic minority families. We believe in the power of small steps to create big change. So, join our community by subscribing and sharing your journey in the comments below. In this video, I'm going to share the exact stress-free framework I use to teach my kids to not just tolerate, but actually enjoy eating vegetables. No hiding, no fussing. Let's dive in. Number 1, shift the language. That is, speak positively. The very little action I start was changing how we talked about green food in our house. Think about it. As parents, we often accidentally make vegetables sound like a chore. We say things like, if you finish your broccoli, you can have a dessert. What does that tell a child's brain? It tells them broccoli is a punishment and sugar is the reward. I completely flipped the script. I started speaking about vegetables with genuine enthusiasm and curiosity. Instead of saying it's healthy for you, I would say the spinach is what gives superhero their fast-running legs. Therefore, I leaned into what pediatric experts recommend and started giving veggies fun names. For instance, calling broccoli dinosaur trees so kids can relate. By removing the pressure and injecting fun, the psychological wall they built against green food started to crumble. Number 2, the power of modeling and de-risking the plate. The second action is the one we often overlook as busy parents. It's modeling. Kids are absolute mirrors. They don't do what we tell them to do. They do what they see us do. If you are pushing a plate of spinach towards your child and you're only eating chicken and rice, they catch it instantly. I made a conscious effort to let my kids see me eating, enjoying, and prioritizing greens without making a big deal out of it to them. Alongside modeling, I used a trick called de-risking the plate. Kids reject new foods out of fear. So I started serving them what I call a learning portion. Literally, one single broccoli floret or one tiny leaf of spinach next to their favorite familiar food. When you remove the pressure, you remove anxiety, and eventually, curiosity wins. Seeing them copy you or finally willing to accept that tiny learning portion on their plate, it honestly feels like a massive victory. And that's exactly what I mean by stacking your little actions. It's those tiny daily shifts that completely change the dynamic at your dinner table. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I can actually try this tonight, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button. I drop new videos every single week to help you navigate the chaos of feeding a family without losing your mind. And do me a quick favor, drop a comment right below this video and tell me, what is the one vegetable your child absolutely refuses to touch right now? Let's talk about it in the comments. Alright, now let's move into the next step that completely changed the game for my kids. Getting them into the kitchen. So number 3, get them involved in the prep. Next up, we brought the battlefield into the preparation phase, but turned it into a studio. I started getting my kids involved in preparing food very early. Psychology shows that children are far more likely to try a food if they feel a sense of ownership over it. Even if they are toddlers, they can wash the cucumbers, they can tear up the lettuce for a salad, or place the broccoli florets onto a baking sheet. When we're in the kitchen together, I'll let them touch the raw vegetables, smell them, and explore them without the expectation of eating. By the time the food hit the dinner table, it wasn't a strange alien object anymore. It was something they helped to create. That pride is a massive catalyst for taking their first bite. Number 4, the science of taste, preparation and food pair. Now let's talk about the physical taste, because biology plays a huge role here. Children have more taste buds than adults, and they are highly sensitive to bitter flavors. If you are boiling or steaming greens, it actually releases sulfur compounds that taste incredibly harsh to a child. So, stop boiling your greens. Start roasting them. When you toss broccoli or Brussels sprouts in olive oil and a bit of salt and roast them, the natural sugars caramelize. It completely transforms a veggie into a sweet, crunchy treat. Always pair greens with healthy fats. Vitamin A, D, E, K are fat soluble, meaning your child's body literally cannot absorb them without fat. Plus, fat coats the tongue and mutes the bitter flavor. So, serve broccoli with melted cedar, give them cucumber stick with guacamole or peanut butter if they are not allergic to nuts. If they just lick the dip the first few times, that is a massive step towards success. Remember, you don't need a perfect dinner table overnight. You don't need to force a whole bowl of salad down today. Just stack your little actions. Speak positively. Put a single pea on the plate tomorrow. Let them help wash the veggies this weekend. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive lifestyle shifts. If this video gave you a bit relief or a new idea to try tonight, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification, and thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below letting me know which trick you're trying first, and see you in the next video.